looks like he was knocked unconscious, actually.
Nice.
Oh, no, wait. He soaked 1, and then he gets panic soak for 2. Okay, he's not knocked unconscious. He's just panicked.
Right.
Okay.
We're all
So
panicked.
you throw 1 further down the stairs. Okay. That is the rise. And of course, Captain Proteus, you can see all this because you came down here. So, Captain Proteus, one of them is panicked and the other one stabbed your friend. You can see that they are desperate mutants of the wasteland.
Poor pitiful creatures, more sinned against than sinning. I'm going to attempt to negotiate with the enemy.
All right. You attempt to negotiate with the one with the knife because they are not panicked.
Right. Okay.
Or you can negotiate with the panicked one. It's up to you.
I'll negotiate with the one who's actively holding a knife.
Okay. Ah! They look at you with one eye much larger than the other one.
One moment while I roll this here.
What do you say? And then we'll have a roll of mind, will, and negotiation.
I will say, okay, we are here as representatives of Space Patrol. We are not here to harass you. Just relax.
Can I say I also have negotiation as a skill.
You can both set yourself dazed because this is a stunt, and then both of you can roll mind, will, and negotiation.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me do that. I'll say, okay, we're from Space Patrol. Please put your weapons down. Sort it once. We can negotiate. We can talk this out.
And Lancer, you can say some sort of comic relief wild.
That's right, beauties. Drop them.
If you resist, you'll face a flood of Space Patrol officers.
You get a bonus D12 because apparently Lancer has a way with mutants.
Right on.
Because he's a team player. That ends both of your turns. So, but let's see how you roll. We have to wait until the bad guy's turn to see how they respond. So try not to murder them in between. Speaking of murder them in between, we haven't. Boris, yours was a counterattack, but you're panicked. And Ralph, you're still standing upright.
Ooh, we have 2 successes.
Yeah, and don't forget, Captain Proteus, you got a bonus D12 because John Lancer's a team player.
Yeah. So
I'm going to take a focus turn and do an observation roll to see if there's anybody trying to flank us.
Makes sense to me. Roll your mind and observation. Boris, what are you doing?
For me, I guess I'm going to go ahead and retreat so that I can get outside of this because I'm panicked, and then guard.
Okay, make a body, speed, and athletics roll. This improvised stairway built by mutants out of, improvised materials is not OSHA safe.
Really? I never would have guessed. In which case, I do have 2d8 and a d6. Hey, that is 2 successes.
You succeed.
Yay!
You run away.
And I have 3 successes.
Dr. Corvus is up here. Hey, Dr. Corvus, I forgot to ask, what did you build last round?
An Astro outfit.
Okay. Yeah, there's Dr. Corvus is up here. He made a new Astro outfit.
So that was last round. It's time to modify it.
All right, time to modify it. Go ahead and roll against your
Damn, 5 successes.
Okay. All right. So, that was 3. What is that? 1, 2,
5 successes.
3 successes from a master negotiator here.
Oh, 3 successes.
And so the one with the knife, is they're gonna be strongly compelled to say. So wait, next says, "What do you mean, Astro Patrol? You've never helped us before."
We can help you now. We're here for you. But first, we have to understand why you're attacking.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing, but you say it so sincerely. I don't know why I laugh at sincerity. I guess it's a defense mechanism. Say waving ship.
As I'm pointing the ray gun at them.
Well, you're trying to negotiate, so you might want to,
Fine. I'm still looking at the captain like, what are you smoking, and why haven't you been sharing it with us?
Yeah, well, you're the Astro Patrol. I thought you only cared about things in high space instead of things down here on Earth.
Right now, we are investigating a conspiracy that's so dangerous it could destroy all order as we know it, and that affects everyone in space and down here. We're
It's
all,
hard
all
to read
unified.
the mutant's disfigured expression, but something about the sincerity of your delivery ends the combat and makes them sincerely listen to you. Their friend goes, oof, and starts to get up where they were thrown down. And they say, well, is there anything we don't like more than than you weirdo, weirdo normies coming in here? It's also people trying to destroy the world even more.
Have you seen any Thermians?
Um, we've seen other rocket ships, if that's what you're asking about.
Right now, there's a vast interplanetary, as I say, conspiracy to create a super weapon. And we believe that we were following our investigation here. Where did you see those other rockets? We don't
Well,
want to disturb your home.
Why should we tell you? What are we going to get out of it?
We got some space rations back in the ship and some medical supplies if you guys want any of that stuff.
And I have a powerful weapon that you would be able to use to kill many enemies.
Yes to all three.
I give him the very unsafe
Wait,
weapon.
wait. Number 3 here. Let's consider this.
You are negotiating. You might want to change the bar.
Hey, you said you were going to give us a weapon.
Well, yes, but this is an unstable, unproven technology.
Like everything else. I'm stabbing people.
I like the way you think, Ralph.
It's also a radiation weapon, and haven't you been hurt enough by the scourge of atomic fire?
No,
I was just going to give him some Hershey bars.
Oh, it's totally safe if you know what you're doing.
We do have rations.
Wasteland. All I know is that the gun is good, the penis is bad.
Well, yours is gone, so I mean, there is that.
Meanwhile, I'm just wondering, I just wanted to give him some candy bars and some Band-Aids.
All right, so Captain Proteus, you object to them handing over the atomic bomb.
I object to handing over the atomic bomb, yes.
But you are okay with giving up your emergency stores in your spaceship of medical supplies and emergency rations. You're okay with this?
That I'm fine with, yes.
All
We
right.
can resupply.
Well, they will accept them, okay, and then say, yes, there's another a bad man came from the sky in their own rocket ship and is working with the Mohals over. They somehow got that stadium roof to start working again, and they made that some kind of weird base of operations. Yeah, says the other mutant, their mouth already full of ration bars. And they've got some kind of like better weapons and stuff too.
Is there a way for us to approach the stadium without being seen? Maybe
Oh yeah,
kind of underground mutant tunnel?
actually, some of which aren't infested by mutant cockroaches.
Oh, that's
So we just
amazing.
got to kill the cute mutant cockroaches. No big deal. Got it. Okay.
Ooh, you have it. It's not the little mutant cockroaches. And the other one nods. This is the big ones with teeth 6 inches long. Sorry, 16.
They're Florida roaches. So they're Florida Caribbean oceans. Trust me, I lived in New Jersey, and then I went my first time when I was like 9 or 10 years old to Puerto Rico, and this is when I discovered that there were actually different species of roaches, and that certain roaches fly. That certain roaches fly.
Yep.
When I saw a flying cockroach, I freaked the hell out.
Yep, some of them
Conan
fly,
cruisers,
some of them are pretty big.
Yeah. So these are obviously Florida roaches.
We would be happy to describe to you the one of the underground routes, but you're gonna have to watch out. They've got their patrols, and they've got guns like yours, like good high tech guns.
Okay, I think we can handle that.
I appreciate your help, mutants, and I hope that one day the norms and the mutes will come to some kind of peaceful accord. You are, as I said before, more sinned against than sinning, and if our society hasn't been taking care of you, that is a blot upon our peace, order, and good government. And I'll look off in the distance.
Wow.
Inspiring music plays.
They appear. It's hard to tell. Mutants are moved because their eyes are constantly jiggling and moist anyway. But they will take your supplies, and they describe to you a route to navigate through the underground city, which is enough for a bonus to navigate through the underground city. Apparently, yes. Most of the people live under. There's dust storms, and not to mention the atomic lightning. So a lot of people live underground, and there's in the 30 years or so since the atomic wars, not only have the shelters been bigger, but of course there's the mutant creatures and that sort of thing. So they describe to you a path to get to this state, but they warn you that once you're going to get close, the Mohals have atomic weapons.
All right, everybody. Well, I've gone ahead and
Are there any other questions you want to ask of these? Oh, and I forgot to mention, Kermie Heck, who was on lookout? The Safecracker was on lookout, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ralph, you rolled 3 successes. You can see these 2 guys, but the passageway curls around and then goes to the underground complex. You can hear and sometimes see signs that there's like at least another 6 of them back there who have never revealed themselves.
Oh yeah, he's gonna. What to the PCs is he close enough to at least relay that to?
Okay, you could mumble it to someone or speak into your wrist radio and tell Dr. Corvus about it as he's building.
Well, his wrist radio is broken.
Atomic astrosuits.
oh yeah, we got to go back up and bring Corvus down here. So Boris will do that while he's like tending to his like little flesh wound.
I have,
Hey,
a,
Corvus-
I have a question. I mean,
Yeah.
since apparently we're about to talk to me anyway. This suicide suit that I'm building. Do I have to put a radio on the volatile radiogen lump, or does the suit, being animatronic and remote, is that able to control its own self-destruct device?
If it's animatronic, it can control its own self-destruct. But you have to put, are you putting remote on it so you can control it remotely, or just going to do animatronic, or just tell it, just go and blow yourself up?
You know, I'm going to control it remotely, the
Yeah,
suit,
so-
but I mean, if I have the explosive inside of the suit,
You could use a remote roll to tell the suit to blow itself up.
okay. But I should probably put more than one remote on the suit, though, in case one of the other remotes breaks.
Tell me you'd remember to put the
Good
3
idea.
walls on this thing.
So did you just build a suicide drone robot?
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. So, you know, it's just something I've done on my own.
Corvus,
I'm
Corvus!
motionless.
I know
So
you're
it's
up
a
here.
So I guess it has to be like a gorilla suit and a diving helmet, doesn't it, to complete the entire illusion?
Oh man, what was that movie?
Robot Monster.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it's an
Romance.
Astro suit, so I don't know what. My first thought was the library episode of Doctor Who. We all just have the dark hooded spacesuits.
Okay, no, I guess it would have to be like an ape suit with a diving. Roman.
Well, whatever works.
Okay, so it's a suit and you put the bomb on it.
Right. So that wherever the danger is, I can send it in and take care of the problem.
Okay. Excellent. So the mutants tell you that. What is the best skill for navigating underground? I guess academics is the best skill. Actually, the academics and observation, I think.
Can certainly help there.
Yeah.
Can I assist on that too?
Well, so who's going to be? All right. So here's the deal. We're going to go dungeoneering. You're going to go underground, which means you're going to need the positions I can think of would be there has to be people in the front, there has to be people in the lead, there has to be at least one navigator, and then there would be people in the back.
All right. Well, I have D8 academics, 2D6 observation, and D8 mind.
Yeah, it sounds like your safecracker is your best negotiator. It's almost as if you've done a caper before.
Yeah.
I also have a high observation skill myself, and I'm a team player.
Right. So who do you want to be? You could have the two of them navigating. So Lance. So you could put Lancer and Ralph.
All right. He'll back me up because he has seen player and I don't.
Okay, which means who do you want in front and who do you want in the back? Like, do you just want to put Boris in front? Boris is pretty tough, but he's also pretty shaken up.
Yeah, I won't be able to regenerate this heart soak until you call scene.
And you do have a new party member. You have Roman, the robot.
Can Roman take point?
You can make Roman take point. The only problem with putting Roman in front is that there might be a slight. He's a gadget, which means he might break down.
So he's only in front until he breaks down.
Why aren't we moving?
I guess I'll take the lead.
So you're gonna put Roman and Boris in front?
Sounds like the plan.
Sure. That sounds like the best possible plan.
Okay, navigation. And so, Piotr, are you hanging back defensively, Captain Proteus, or are you going to be with the navigators or up front?
You know what? Captain has to lead by example, so I'm going to be near the front there.
Okay.
All
good.
right. So you're all
as you're walking up, not in the rear with the gear, sir, huh?
Okay. Okay. Now, do you want to travel quickly, or do you want to travel stealthily?
Well, since apparently I would say between the mutant cockroaches and the other gang with radioactive weapons, I'd say stealth would probably be better.
Fair.
But you also don't know if they know you're here or what they might do to the doctor or what their plans are. So, what do you say, quickly or stealthily?
Stealth.
I mean, you made your case for stealthily. What do you say, Captain Proteus?
On game with stealth. We should be
all right.
We should be stealthy and quick.
Okay.
Have an impossible
we should have our cake and eat it.
Quickly and silently and slowly.
Okay. So, from the leaders, which is going to be Captain Proteus and Boris, I'm going to need rolls of mind and evasion. You would get a bonus D12 if you have the stealth, which I don't think any of you have. You get a bonus D12 from the sabotage, which I don't think any of you have. And you get a bonus D12 from the danger sense, which I don't think any of you have.
Nope. Dang, that's a different character. That's danger sense.
Okay. Hey, you're back, Dr. Corvus.
Yes.
They want to put your robot in the front line.
I mean, the problem is it's easily taken care of. Like, it's not like a walking monster robot. I mean, you shoot it, it's down.
Okay. Well, they want to put it in the front line. Do you say no?
Yeah, I say no.
Okay.
Well, at this point, Proteus and Boris are in the front.
I accept.
Okay. The navigators are going to have to roll their mind and academics. Does anybody have any special ability for following directions?
And if you want to roll back real quick, I can make a suit specifically to go in the front line.
No, that's all right.
The suicide suit is more of the last option one, not the.
And then we'll keep it. You know what? It's better to keep him in the back, and then we'll just throw him in the front with shit.
Okay. So I assume you're going to keep Dr. Corvus and his robot in the rear.
That sounds good.
I assumed that I'm still up at the ship.
Oh, they want you to come with them.
We will come out and get you. Yeah.
Oh, do you want to leave Dr. Corvus in the ship, or do you want him to come with you?
No, you should come with us.
Because I mean, I thought I was contacting y'all remotely and controlling the thing from a distance.
Well, they're about to go through the underground complex. Do you want to leave Corvus in the ship and contact him remotely, or do you want him to come with you?
I think we're gonna need him. I mean, this is some type of weirdo technology, and
yeah, and Dr. Corvus does know how to fly the ship. I mean, you have transport, right, Dr. Corvus?
Yeah.
So, do you want to leave him in the ship, or do you want him to come with you?
that's
Dr.
a good
Corvus,
question.
what would you like to do?
Not die.
He could stay on the ship, and we could call him if we need the ship.
So Dr. Corvus will
We
stay on
can
the ship.
interact with the robot. Okay.
So Dr. Corvus stays in the ship. Are you sending your death robot with them, Corvus?
Yeah.
All
Or
right.
I can also, communicate through and.
I need your death robot to roll its animatronic breakdown die.
Which is
I think that's either a D8 or a D12.
Will Dr. Corvus's proxy?
The breakdown dice go up or down depending on how
D12.
good.
It's a D12.
Okay. So it does not. So all right.
Double
So
ones.
he doesn't come with you, but he sends the creepy automated suit that if you put your glasses on. Who has the radiation glasses? Is that Boris?
That's me, yeah.
Wow.
Why is it glowing so much? He must have left it outside for a long while.
No,
Why
it's
don't
a
they
bomb.
just...
It's filled with explosives.
It's filled with the dump.
I'm going to make a note to stay like an extra 6 feet further away.
Please
I'm just
maintain a
stare- and I'm just
10-foot
staring
distance
at
in
it.
case you desire offspring.
But I don't
And
like
I'm,
this
like,
romance.
staring
It's just
at
a
it,
cold,
sniffing at it.
unfeeling machine, unlike our Dr. Corvus.
Please do not direct me towards any garbage dumps or airports.
Gotcha. And I'm just staring at it, like sniffing at it. I'm like, so is this like technically your son?
No.
It's more like a marital aid.
I'd have a lot of questions then.
Does your son have no intelligence of its own?
I don't have any kids.
And yes,
Drop this in the
And
chat.
most
real
people
quick.
say their kids are stupid, so yeah.
Does anyone remember the Phantom Creeps? That's now I remember.
The only
That's-
reference I only know the reference to that from the Rob Zombie videos.
Okay. But yeah, that's the robot that he built. So I also assume that might be a robot that you would build.
That is the best robot.
yeah, the only applicable gifts that you had already mentioned were demolitions or sabotage. I don't think Streetwise is going to help, and we're no longer anywhere near Mercury Station.
Nope. These are not criminals. These are mutants, and you're in navigation duty. So,
Yeah,
all right.
mind
So-
observation and academics.
Yep, and you get a bonus D12 from Lancer, who also heard the mutant speak. Oh, well, he actually brings the Phantom Creeps robot to the concerts.
Yep. That said, I didn't know that was the exact same one.
I don't think it is.
It
Well,
looks like enough. It could be variations on a theme.
I
It's
mean, you
definitely a
look it up, and it's literally the Phantom Creep robot from Rob Zombie. So that's
Yeah.
what they literally call it. So I don't know.
If it's not the same one, it's definitely a replica.
Yeah.
Burn through the
I
witches.
almost feel like there's one that they use for pictures and then one animatronic one they use on stage.
So with 3 successes, like Ralph, this reminds you of like that other caper when you went and broke into the impregnable vaults underneath Neo Fort Knox. Not that you should be mentioning this out loud.
Oh, of course not.
But yes, the subterranean complexes underneath San Dorado, you walk through the sewer level with the untreated sewer plants, the giant dynamos. You'll see all signs of graffiti here, which are your streetwise would tell you they're probably from different gangs tagging their turf. There will be at one point where you're walking, you are warned about if you hear a sound that sounds like millions of legs all skittering over each other and the clacking of chitinous plates against each other, you should turn right.
Turn right.
I assume that when you hear that sound that sounds like every bug in the world around the corner, you avoid confronting that.
Turn
Yes,
right
please.
there's-
Okay, just checking because you guys,
I'll take a note route.
Okay, but eventually you'll get closer. You'll get to an underground parking structure. What makes this unusual is that they warned you about this. The stairs themselves are blocked off, but there's an automated elevator system that was once designed to lift people's automobiles and automatically park them into narrow spots. You can climb up and over. But they warned you this will get into the parking structure that's next to the stadium. So if you climb up here, you're almost definitely going to run into some sort of guard or sentry. So you get as far as you can before it might not be safe anymore. Armed with this knowledge that you might have to climb up this shaft into danger, what do you do?
Well, I'll make sure everybody knows about this by taking a guard and a control action on the radio. Warning
Well, no,
them.
you're with them. You guys are all together.
Oh,
The only one who's
okay.
not with you is Dr. Corvus.
All right. Well, let's send some
And Dr.
scouts.
Corvus communicates through his ultra-wave phantom creep.
I'll scout ahead if you wish.
I think it's an excellent idea.
Okay, so you're going to go
I
ahead.
can also keep tagging along because I have athletics as a skill.
Whoever wants to go ahead and climb up the shaft needs to make a roll of body, athletics, and evasion.
Body, athletics.
These are the two people who are in the lead.
Is this climbing, so you can also add speed to the body?
No. It is climbing, but you're not adding speed. But if you have climbing as a gift, you can add that.
All right, so this is my body athletics roll. And then you said evasion?
Yep. Because I assume you won't want to be seen.
So that's 3 successes.
Okay, so Lancer climbs up, and Ralph also climbs up.
Nerd
So the two of you
power.
climb up quietly, and mostly it's the climb itself requires not so much speed but delicacy, because you don't want to disturb anything here. So you climb up part of the shafts. There's no drive shaft in between. That chain is long gone. You'll climb up some of the slabs like I am alive, and then both of you will slowly crest, and you'll see a flat parking structure which has like those big long deco entrances that might lead into a larger ramp. So it looks like you're closer to a stadium, but you can see a concession stand that advertises, cigarettes for the whole family. It's ruined, but behind the concession stand, sitting there, is a mutant, with bandages all over their pus stuff, and it has in its hand a gleaming gun of a strange manufacturer that you haven't seen before.
And I'm hoping it hasn't noticed us yet.
Yeah, they haven't noticed either of you. You guys have 3 to 4 successes. You could try to sneak past them because you have so many successes. You could go back and tell your friends what you've seen.
How long can we realistically look before we have to be worried about being spotted?
23 minutes and 8 seconds.
All right, I think
Can they communicate with their radios without alerting the mutant, who seems to be armed by the Thermians?
You're having difficulty communicating with the radios. Not only are you underground in a metal-rich environment, but there is also a huge amount of radiation. You can attempt instead to use the ultra-wave radios that were given to you by Dr. Corvus. If you want to use that, roll a d12 and don't roll a 1.
All right, I whisper to Ralph, like, let's just take a quick look and then go back and tell everyone we'll be fine.
He'll nod.
By the way, where did we park the ship?
About a couple
Back at the
miles
crater.
back at the blast crater.
Okay, I mean, is it in a dangerous area?
Well, it's the mutant wasteland, so yes.
Ralph, you want to do the observation and then I back you up since I have teamwork?
Yes.
So here's my observation. 1 success. You can roll yours with a d12. Three successes.
Yeah. So just to recap, your radios won't work here, but your ultra waves do. But there's a 1 in 12 chance your ultra waves will break down.
Gotcha.
However, your ultra waves are two-way wrist, like wizards or whatever from Dick Tracy. They have cameras in them.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, well then, yeah. Then forget all that. I just have the camera on and I'm with my observation roll, taking a scan of the scene with my camera.
Roll a d12. Don't roll a 1.
All right.
Ignore the fact that I rolled a d12. I was trying to tell you to roll a d12.
So yeah, I just added the keyed mod to the spaceship.
Okay.
So that nobody can just run up and steal it.
Okay. What's the key?
It's a password lock on the control panel.
1,
Password lock.
2,
And of course,
3,
it's the
4.
portion.
I knew I should have just left the keys in the ignition.
Okay, so Lancer uses the ultrawave camera to show all of you guys what he's looking at.
I'll go ahead and transmit a text message back to Lance, like, why didn't you take him out? Then we can all get up there quietly.
Ray guns do make noise if you shoot them. You could try to sneak up on him or use a silent weapon to take him out.
There's just the one guy up here.
You only see one guy.
I look at Ralph and I give him the do you want to take him out motion?
All right. Although he might be a better shot than me.
I'm just gonna sneak up behind him and like grab him and
Okay, you're gonna. So all right. So Lancer in the darkness while he's watching the mutant kind of look around. The mutant looks a little bored, like they've been here a while. So like you just wait until they yawn or something like that and go doot, 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 and sneak around the darkness. I don't have a map of this, but like imagine a stadium from the 1930s that like still has like garbage, discarded signs, little bits, and it's also dark, so you'll sneak around and try to get really close to the mutant. You will get within about 3 paces of the mutant, and you just wanted to grab him.
I do have the brawling.
Okay,
so I could
the mutant is reasonably alert, so you'll get within 3 paces of him before he goes, huh? And so you will be able to move up to him and attack him. So brawling is the ability you just want to punch him and knock him out, or do you want to grapple with him?
I'm assuming I can either grapple. What does overbear do?
Overbear, I think, is throw someone to the ground, isn't it?
Okay, so if I grapple him, I can.
Yeah, Griffin, you're my expert on melee. What does overbear do?
I didn't take a look at that one because I was using all the wrestling moves.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Sorry, I have Astounding Science open.
Let me just see what overbear.
I think overbear is. There's also like a side joke in here that only Piat will get, because Piat, you know what grapple, pummel, and overbear means, right?
I know I don't want to look at the rules for them, but yes.
No, overbearing is not a grapple. It's an escape from a grapple.
Gotcha. So it's a grapple.
You want to grapple him, which is what you want to use.
So I'm gonna grapple him and grab his mouth, make sure his mouth's closed so he doesn't yell out.
Well, unfortunately, he sees you before you get too close. So one action is gonna be to move, and the other one's gonna be to grab him. If you can subdue him, we can get this over with pretty quickly. Why don't you roll your body, will, and fighting?
Body, will, and fighting.
And I'll tell you guys what the joke is later.
Body, will, and fighting. All right.
I rolled a 6. Mutants are clever.
All right. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes.
Your highest is a 5. You are going to miss. Unless you spend something like your personality, which lets you roll an extra d12, or do you just want to lump the miss?
I'm going to use my personality.
Which is?
Never give up, never surrender.
Yep. Go ahead and roll a d12. You must roll a 6 or better, or we're all going to be sad.
Yes. Yes!
Okay. You will grapple the mutant. He will only soak 1 point, which means he has to tap either his monstrous soak or his panic soak. He is unfortunately going to tap his monstrous soak. So as you grapple the mutant, you discover he may be disgusting, but really they've just been sinned against by the world.
I'm going to have to do a lot of licking after this fight.
Arkloid, you're his backup. What do you want to do?
I am going to do a dual attack on him. First ray gun pistol, and then I've got another. So
if you shoot with the ray gun, that is a loud noise.
Yeah, we're trying to subdue this guy quietly.
Well then,
Body, will, fighting.
I have nothing. So body, will, fighting.
Anybody can punch. Plus, also there were slings back there, but I don't think anyone picked those up.
You don't have brawling?
Nope, I'm a raccoon.
Anyone can attack hand to hand. It's just body and fighting.
All right. Let me look up punch real quick.
Just body fighting, damage plus 1 offhand.
Just you run up and do a body and fighting roll.
Does it have a counter range?
No.
No.
Okay, so I can't do attack.
No, you will get tactics dice because he's grappled by your friend.
That would be nice if I had tactics.
Okay. So you grapple him, and he goes, and then suddenly the Arcloid runs up and
And falls down his face.
Yeah.
it makes the
Totally flubs it.
pathetic roll.
Totally flubs it. He trips over his own feet and like literally rolls past us.
And this is only body in fighting, not body will in fighting. Everyone else kept saying body will in fighting. I kept saying body in fighting.
Okay, so
Ralph
it's still
runs
all
forward
ones.
and trips and knocks over a bunch of garbage.
I'm glad that rolled a 1 because it was actually supposed to be a D4.
Okay. Wow. Well, the mutant who's very upset at this and didn't tap his panic soak because he wants to be able to still escape, attempts to shoot. Aha! You may defend yourself, Lancer. You've got him grappled, which means you can counterattack when you've got somebody grappled. You could punch him or throw him.
I'm going to throw him in a hole. Can I do that? Or is he too far away?
You're not in a hole. You're in a stadium.
Well, I'm not talking about the hole that we crawled up out of.
Oh, you could do that. Go ahead and roll your body, will, and fighting. You must roll a 7 or better.
Ugh.
Those of you in the hole hear the loud sound of an atomic ray gun going off.
All right, that's the signal to start climbing then.
Yes.
Those of you who start climbing make rolls of body, speed, and athletics.
Who said body, will, fight? Oh, forget it. There's no way I could beat this roll.
2.
Oh, Boris, you get a bonus D8. You're a giant.
Oh, yay. 2.
Okay. All right. So I rolled a 7 to hit Lancer. Lancer, what did you roll to defend yourself?
It doesn't matter because I don't have a high enough dice.
Well, the trick here is every die I have that beats yours is a point of damage. So your highest is a 5. So my 7, 6, and a 6 are all hits. You will take 3 points of damage. You must now soak that. So first you'll roll your body, and then you'll roll any endurance dice that you have, and then you will roll your Astro Outfits breakdown die of D8.
Okay, so it's body. What did you say it was again?
I put it in the text. Body, endurance, and the Astro Outfit die.
Okay.
These are your free soaks. You get these for free. They're passive.
All right, so this is body endurance.
Yep. I think you have endurance because you're from the past.
Yes.
Okay, that soaks one of them. I have 2 points left.
All right, and then they said the Astro Outfit is another one?
Yeah, the Astro Outfit's a D8.
D8, all right. That's a 7.
We have 1 point left. You must soak 1 point of damage. We now have to tap something. You started the game with Panic Soak, which automatically gains 2 points of damage. Astro Soak recharges 1, and that's been recharged by now. Do you just want to tap Astro Soak?
Yeah, let me just use Astro Soak again.
All right. We're down to 0. You're still up. As long as we get the damage down to 0, you're still up. So he shoots you. His weapon is full of an unstable atomic isotope.
And I'm just like, whoa.
But well, actually, I would tell you what his weapon looks like, but you're from out of time, so you actually have no idea.
It's all good to me.
Okay. Blaskowitz was climbing up. Also in the pit are Piat and Roman. Captain Perdius, you're going to stay at the bottom of the elevator shaft. You're going to climb up. What are you going to do?
No, I started to climb up and I rolled for it. Got 1 success.
You rolled 1 success? Okay, you are still climbing. It's slow going.
Oh, and while I'm struggling with the gun, I'm like, I'm from Astro Patrol. You are under arrest. Please put your hands. Please drop your weapons and put your hands up.
And Dr. Corvus, are you leaving Roman at the bottom of the pit, or do you want him to try and climb up?
Well, the thing is it has no stats of its own, so...
Right. So what happens is you have to make a roll of body, speed, and athletics to assist it, and then it would roll its breakdown die of D12 and any bonus that you gave it.
So no bonus.
Or you can just you can just tell it to climb up and then just rolls its breakdown die.
Sorry.
Tries to climb a ladder, just explodes.
Breakdown die on animatronic was D12.
It's D12. We gave them a really good breakdown die, but they have to roll it when they do anything.
All right, it's fine.
All right, so and
Good.
it only gets one success, so it's climbing up as slowly as Piat is. Congratulations, Captain Proteus. You move as fast as the robot for the Phantom Green.
I'm proceeding cautiously, you know.
Right.
You are proceeding cautiously.
I did get
And
2. Did that put me at the top, or am I also still climbing?
Yeah, you actually had successes, so you're at the top. Okay, so
Yay.
that guy fired his right now on the scene are Lancer, Arcloid, and Boris. You three are up. Which one of you wants to go first?
I will attempt to subdue the Thermian again.
Okay. He can still counterattack, so you can go ahead and try to drag him to the hole and towards Boris. Go ahead and roll your body, will, and fighting, and I'm going to go ahead and try to shoot you with my atomic ray gun.
Body, will, fighting. Boom. 2 successes, but my highest roll is a 5.
I have rolled a 6 and a 6. He shoots you for 2 more points of atomic damage. You must roll your body, endurance, and then your astro outfit.
3 successes.
Yeah, you're fine. It's just radiation. Walk it off.
All right. Now that the gun has gone off, I will do a dual attack.
He'll counterattack you. He has infinite ammo. Okay, so suddenly, and then Summers just goes, screw this, and just starts shooting. Go ahead and shoot him. I make 1 defense roll, you make 2 attack rolls.
1 success.
Hold on. I rolled a 1.
Uh-oh.
My gun explodes.
Wait, with me next to it?
With you next to him.
Well, just add insult injury.
The gun explodes, killing the mutant instantly. John, I need you to soak 2 points of damage.
Okay. Let me just do this again. So far, my suit's been holding me up. But of course,
that's 1 there, and then go ahead and roll the suits die, which is a D8.
that's it. That's the only one I got.
Okay. Well, you might as well tap your panic soak because the fight's over.
Okay.
Okay, but this
I
freaks you the hell out.
was panic because the freaking gun just blew up next to me.
Now,
Good job there, John, forcing his gun to explode on him.
Yeah, Boris, right. And in fact, you guys can help Captain Proteus. Oh no, that it was an unstable isotope gun that was issued to people. That's a telltale sign of the Thermionic Empire, which often give dangerous, unsafe, volatile weapons to underlings because they're, as you can see, very dangerous because they almost killed John with it, but they also have a tendency to explode.
Ralph looks at the lump in his hands.
The mutant doesn't have a hand.
No, his own hands. The one he was given by Dr. Corvus.
No one would ever do something unsafe like this at the Space Patrol.
Okay. Dr. Corvus, are you building something?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm modifying something.
Oh, what are you modifying?
The ship.
Oh, what are you doing to the ship?
As I posted in the Discord, that I want to add animatronic and radio to the ship.
Oh, okay.
So that anybody with a radio, which is everybody in the party, could, if need be, radio the ship to come pick them up as an emergency measure.
Yep. Congratulations, Captain Proteus and the rest of your crew. You left the mad crackpot inventor alone with your spaceship.
All right, now I've added remote to the ship. So now you can call the ship, but now I got to animatronic it, so...
Yep. So now in the backs of each of the seats are these little robot arms that and a little radio antenna. So you go DTT and the robot hands will come over and start flying the ship.
All right, now it has animatronic. So now you can call the ship for a rescue if you need it.
Okay, so
Nice.
Dr. Corvus is back improving the ship. Oh wow, is that a dwindle?
It is.
It is.
That's a dwindle. All right. But yes, okay, so that you guys shot and there's radiation burns, not to mention when the weapon exploded, it was really loud. Someone might have heard that and might be here in a few minutes. So you don't have any time for any first aid or anything like that. Do you want to run somewhere? Do you want to wait to see who shows up? Do you want to do something I haven't thought of? What do you want to do?
This guy's enough evidence for them to look at this and figure out what happened. He blew himself up. Let's just hide somewhere so they don't find us.
If you want to hide somewhere, that would be a roll of will and evasion plus a bonus d12 if you have the stealth.
I don't have any of that.
Okay. Running away would be body speed and athletics.
I'll do that.
All right, so Boris runs away. Lancer and Summers, who are pretty stealthy, go to hide. What are you doing, Captain Proteus?
I'm sticking my head up over the top of the shaft.
Right.
He's not even coming in.
Glowing ashes of a mutant, and Boris running away, and other people hiding. What are others approaching, or are they just taking a precautionary hiding?
Well, you guys made a loud noise, so that's why I'm asking: are you going to hang around and wait to see what shows up, or are you going to investigate?
When I stick my head up at the top, I'll get my ray gun out, and I will monitor the tunnel.
Captain.
Okay, so you're going to stay hidden.
Captain.
Yeah.
Is this the moment, Captain?
Is this the moment for?
Animatronic suit, Thump's chest.
Don't blow up yet.
Don't blow up yet.
Yeah. Do you want to tell the suit to not go topside?
It's staying with the captain.
Okay, so it's going to stay hidden.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna be peeking over
I
the edge.
need you to make a roll of will and evasion to stay hidden in the pit.
Okay.
Can you have nerves of steel? Oh, and do you have stealth? You are a rodent. I don't think you get stealth for being a mouse.
I do not believe I have stealth.
Okay.
So it was will and evasion. Yep.
Yeah. You have coward, which is the ability to run away very quickly.
Well, the suit is not very well hidden. But it didn't blow up.
Well, the suit hasn't quite climbed out of the pit yet, so I assume you don't climb out of the pit. So
no, that's what I said. It's down there with him. I thought he was down where the thing was.
Well, if you leave the suit in the elevator shaft and don't expose it, you don't have to roll.
Yeah, we did not.
Piot is at the top exposed. He's looking. If you
Oh,
look out
okay. I had a misunderstanding of the layout of the land. That's
yeah, I'm explaining this a little bit better. So, okay. All right. So I believe two of you failed to hide because not only does Piot have no successes, but Lancer, who tries to go hide behind a centuries-old pre-atomic war kiosk advertisement for, I don't know what some people bought in the 30s, bicycle clips.
Radioactive toothpaste.
Radioactive toothpaste. Everything was fine until the jaw came off.
Fell off.
Cobalt.
Radium toothpaste for that glow-in-the-dark smile.
Cobalt.
Okay, so
Cobalt toothpaste.
okay. Yeah, so who did success? All right, so Boris runs through the stadium. Boris, the stadium isn't that weird because you've been to sports stadia before.
Yeah.
So you can eventually run and find a restroom to hide in.
Right, a different area where there hasn't been an explosion.
Okay. Ralph, did you successfully hide? You did.
That was body speed and athletics run away. I didn't roll my evasion.
So you and Boris run away. Lancer and Piot try to hide. Unfortunately, when they try to hide, at the edge of the pit, and Lancer tries to hide, eventually you will see the stadium itself, but then of course there's another ramp from somewhere else, and some figures will come down, and they'll about two figures come down and mutter to themselves. What's there? What? Wait, there's one over there. Okay, and suddenly a firefight breaks out. Now, what I need Boris and Ralph. I want you to roll your mind and observation.
Okay.
Okay. Piot and Lancer, those two guys, you had no successes. So they are at medium range when they shoot at you. I need both Captain Proteus and Ralph to roll your speed, evasion, and a bonus D12.